Pickup trucks in Europe have been diesel territory for as long as anyone can remember. Nobody questioned it. Ford didn't question it either, until they dropped the same 2.3-liter EcoBoost from the Focus ST into a Ranger, added an electric motor, and produced more torque than any Ranger before it. The Salzburg show price on this one is what changes the conversation entirely. One walkaround. Everything you need to decide. The Ranger PHEV in Wildtrak trim does not look like a hybrid experiment. It looks like a Ranger. Cyber orange metallic against the black contrast bumpers and honeycomb grille earns attention on the show floor in a way that most pickup colors do not. PHEV-specific changes are subtle. Vented inserts on the front wings where the charge port hides on the passenger side, and a small PHEV badge below the Wildtrak lettering on the doors. The aluminium roof rails, sports hoop, and black side sills are all standard Wildtrak. What is not standard is what this truck produces. 697 Nm from 0 RPM. That is the highest torque figure any production Ranger has ever carried. The stance earns its width. The charging and range story that explains how Ford delivered that without sacrificing anything lands later. The cabin is where this Ranger stops feeling like a commercial vehicle. The 12-inch vertical touchscreen running Ford Sync 4A dominates the center stack, flanked by physical dials and buttons for the climate system. Ford kept the physical controls when half the industry deleted them. In a truck where you might be wearing gloves or covered in mud, that decision matters. The 8-inch digital instrument cluster is clear and functional. Heated front seats and a heated leather steering wheel come standard on the Wildtrak PHEV. The driving position sits you high enough that you see over traffic without losing contact with the road surface. I expected cheaper materials at this level. The upper dashboard is soft touch, and the Wildtrak seat emblems use a welded finish rather than stitching, like premium outdoor gear. It does not need to compete with luxury SUVs. It needs to feel built for purpose. It does. The second row seats 3 adults without complaint on knee room. 2 ISOFIX child seat mounting points sit on the outer positions. The rear bench folds flat to reveal underfloor storage, large enough for tools and charging cables, hidden and dry. That hidden storage is the kind of thinking you notice on the third day of ownership, not the first. The cargo bed measures 1,638 mm in length, around 5.4 feet, with 1,224 mm between the wheel arches. The PHEV floor sits 31 mm higher than the diesel because the battery lives underneath. In daily use, that difference is invisible. What is not invisible is Pro Power Onboard. Ford fitted a 2.3 kilowatt outlet inside the cabin and 2 15-amp sockets in the bed, capable of running power tools, floodlights, or camping equipment directly from the battery. The truck becomes a mobile generator. No separate unit, no fuel, no noise. The easy lift tailgate drops with one hand, the bed is lit for loading after dark, and payload capacity sits at 940 kilograms. The 11.8 kilowatt-hour battery delivers up to 43 kilometers of electric range on the WLTP cycle, around 27 miles. That covers more than half of all daily Ranger journeys, according to Ford's own usage data. 4 selectable EV modes let you decide when to use the charge or save it. Charging from empty takes under 4 hours on a 16-amp household supply. Combined fuel economy is 6.3 liters per 100 kilometers, around 37 miles per gallon. CO2 sits at 143 grams per kilometer. Towing capacity remains 3.5 tons. The 100% rear-locking differential and the off-road package are both standard. Nothing was removed to make room for the hybrid system. The list price on this Wildtrak PHEV with the technology packet in Cyber Orange is €71,136. The Salzburg Motor Show price is €58,490. That gap is over €12,600, and at that figure, the PHEV costs less than a comparably equipped V6 diesel Wildtrak at full retail. The diesel gives you a bigger fuel tank and slightly more payload. It does not give you electric city driving, Pro Power Onboard, or the most torque in Ranger history. Whether a plug-in pickup fits the way you actually use a truck is your decision, not mine. But the price argument that used to keep people in diesel territory no longer holds at this number. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or questions. I read every single one. And don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified about my next upload. See you in the next video.